Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is Lima Shawnee versus Upper Sandusky. I think we better get ready for a colossal cranial competition. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it going to be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU Brain Game, Lima Shawnee versus Upper Sandusky. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for Lima Shawnee, led by Coach Young. We have in slot number 1, Caden, a senior. In slot number 2, we have Evan, also a senior. In slot number 3, we have Ezra, a sophomore. Now for Upper Sandusky, led by Coach Frazee. In slot number 1, we have Alex, a senior. And in slot number 2, we have Sergio, a junior. And in slot number 3, another Alex, but this one is a freshman. Welcome to all of our players. This is Brain Game, and we start things off as we always do with our toss-up round. In this round, there are 10 questions. There were 10 points apiece, no deduction for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. All right, Lima Shawnee, Upper Sandusky, are you ready? Toss-up round starts right now. The United States, Great Britain, France, Italy, the Netherlands, and Iceland were 6 of the 12 original members of NATO. Name the organization of which the USSR was a member. That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
The Eastern Bloc.
Incorrect. That would be Sergio.
The Warsaw Pact.
The Warsaw Pact is what we needed there, yes. Bipedalism is the ability to do what? That would be Lima Shawnee. Ezra.
Walk on 2 legs.
Walk on 2 legs or feet. He founded the University of Virginia. That would be Upper Sandusky. Sergio.
Thomas Jefferson.
Excuse me?
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. This element is similar in chemistry to gold, and its structure is identical to gold. Name this element, which is much more reactive than gold, which accounts for why it tarnishes when exposed. That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
Silver.
Silver, yes, when it's exposed to sulfur. Micronesia is a chain of islands located in which ocean? That would be Lima Shawnee. Ezra.
Pacific.
Pacific or South Pacific we would have accepted. An atom or molecule in which the total number of electrons is not equal to the total number of protons is called a what? That will be Upper Sandusky. Sergio.
Ion.
An ion is correct. This whip-like structure looks like a tail on a bacterium. Name this structure that acts as a propeller that would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
Flagella.
Correct, yes. On a piece of music, you see the abbreviation MM followed by a note, an equal sign, and a numerical range. The first M stands for measles. What does the second M stand for? That would be Lima Shawnee. Ezra.
Meter.
Incorrect. Upper Sandusky, chance to steal. That would be Sergio.
Motion.
Incorrect. Metronome is what we needed there. Metronome. Produced by the anaerobic decay of organic matter, these gases contain methane and carbon dioxide. What do we call these gases? That would be Upper Sandusky. Sergio.
Greenhouse gases.
We cannot accept that. Lima Shawnee, a chance to steal. Time. We need specifically biogases for that one, biogases. This is a multiple choice question. In what year was the United Nations established? Was it A, 1920, B, 1945, or C, 1953? That would be Upper Sandusky. Sergio.
1953.
Incorrect. Lima Shawnee, a chance to steal. That would be Evan.
1945.
Correct, 1945. That is all 10 questions in this round. Let's take a look at our score. We have Lima Shawnee with 50 and Upper Sandusky with 30. We're just getting started here, folks. Stick around because our risk and reward round is coming up next. Stay tuned. I'm Mark Hathaway, host of BGSU Brain Game. If you find yourself shouting answers from the couch during our show, we have a new club just for you. It's called the Brain Boosters. As a member, you'll receive an invitation to a Brain Game taping and a meet and greet with the cast and crew. But that's not all. Let's meet the starting lineup. With a donation of $60, you'll receive a year-long membership to the Brain Boosters, a Brain Game stress ball, and access to PBS Passport, a streaming library of thousands of your favorite programs. A $90 donation will get you the club membership, PBS Passport, as well as a Brain Game mug. Are you an avid reader of the New York Times? How about wanting to learn a second language on Babbel? Well, a $120 donation will give you a year-long subscription to either service, membership to the Brain Boosters, and access to PBS Passport. And finally, a donation of $150 or more will get you everything I just mentioned, a Brain Game stress ball and mug, a year-long membership to the Brain Boosters, PBS Passport, and a subscription to either Babbel or the New York Times. And let's not forget, you'll receive our monthly preview guide as well. So, what's your answer? You have 3 seconds remaining. There's no time limit on joining. Thanks for supporting WBGU PBS, and we will see you at the next BGSU Brain Game. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Lima Shawnee at 50 points and Upper Sandusky at 30 points. Very close competition indeed. Before we move on, though, to our next round, let's welcome a new player for Upper Sandusky. In slot number 3, we have Marcus, a senior. And welcome to Marcus and all of our returning players from the previous round. This is the risk and reward round. Both teams are going to get the same questions. The first 9 are 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer, so you can play a little bit looser on the buzzers. The 10th question, however, is the risk and reward question. We're going to give you a topic. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments based upon that topic. Get it right, you get the points. You get it wrong or a non-answer, you lose those points. However, in all fairness, if you don't like the topic, you can just pass. Sound good? All right, Upper Sandusky, you're at 30. Lima Shawnee, you're at 50. You will be sticking around, meaning Upper Sandusky. Out you go to isolation. All right, Lima Shawnee, it is risk and reward time. Are you ready? Here we go. Which U.S. president won a Pulitzer Prize for his book Profiles in Courage? That would be Evan.
John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy is correct. Multiple choice question. Montevideo is in what South American country? Is it A, Ecuador, B, Guyana, or C, Uruguay? That would be Ezra.
Uruguay.
Uruguay is correct. C. What part of speech does when represent? That would be Ezra.
Preposition.
Incorrect. A conjunction. What is the name of the upper house of the British Parliament? That would be Evan.
House of Lords.
House of Lords is correct. Multiple choice. The United Nations has 6 official working languages. What was the last one to be added by the General Assembly in 1973? Was it A, Chinese, B, Spanish, or C, Arabic? That would be Evan.
Chinese.
Incorrect. It was Arabic. The Declaration of Independence, this is multiple choice, by the way. The Declaration of Independence cited how many grievances against the King of England? Was it A, 19, B, 27, or C, 31? That would be Evan.
C, 41.
Incorrect. It was B, 27. Fortuitous, happening by chance rather than by plan. Spell fortuitous. Ezra.
Fortuitous, F-O-R-T-U-I-T-O-U-S.
Correct. In the November 5th, 2024 presidential election, how many electoral votes were allocated to Washington, D.C.? That would be Caden.
3.
3 is correct. The Aleutian Islands, which lie southwest of Alaska, form what geological landform starting with an A? That will be Evan.
Archipelago.
Archipelago is correct. Risk and reward time. The topic is vice presidents. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments, or you can pass on vice presidents.
I think we'd like to risk 20 points.
20 points. Vice presidents for Lima Shawnee. Name the U.S. vice president who resigned in 1973. That would be Caden.
Spiro Agnew.
Correct, Spiro Agnew. That is an additional 20 points to you, and that ends the risk and reward for Lima Shawnee. You know what that means? It's time to pack your bags and head off to isolation. All right, let's bring back in Upper Sandusky. Come on in. Welcome back, Upper Sandusky. It's risk and reward time. You ready? Here we go. Which U.S. president won a Pulitzer Prize for his book Profiles in Courage? That would be Sergio.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Incorrect. That would be John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Montevideo is in what South American country? Is it A, Ecuador, B, Guyana, or C, Uruguay?
What country is it? Montevideo.
Not in time. It was C, Uruguay. What part of speech does when represent? That would be Marcus.
Future tense.
Incorrect. It's a conjunction. What is the name of the upper house of the British Parliament? That would be Sergio.
The House of Lords.
House of Lords is correct. Multiple choice question. The United Nations has 6 official working languages. What was the last one to be added by the General Assembly in 1973? Was it A, Chinese, B, Spanish, or C, Arabic?
Yeah.
That would be Sergio.
Arabic.
Arabic is correct, yes. Multiple choice question again. The Declaration of Independence cited how many grievances against the King of England? Was it A, 19, B, 27, or C, 31? That would be Alex.
B.
Correct, 27. Fortuitous, happening by chance rather than by plan. Spell fortuitous. That would be Marcus.
Fortuious.
Incorrect, you lost a T in there. Fortuitous. In the November 5th, 2024 presidential election, how many electoral votes were allocated to Washington, D.C.? That would be Alex.
3.
3 is correct. The Aleutian Islands, which lie southwest of Alaska, form what geological landform starting with an A? That will be Sergio.
Archipelago.
Correct. Risk and reward time. The topic is vice presidents. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments, or you can pass. Upper Sandusky, what do you say?
Let's do 20.
20?
20.
20 points on vice presidents. Name the U.S. vice president who resigned in 1973. Time. That will be Spiro Agnew is what we needed there. Unfortunately, you lose those points. That is the end of the risk and reward round for you. It is now time to clear your score, and let's bring back in Lima Shawnee. Welcome back from isolation to Lima Shawnee. Let's take a look to see where our teams stand. Upper Sandusky has 60 points. Lima Shawnee has 130 points, but we're just getting warmed up here at BGSU Brain Game because coming up next is the category round. Oh yes, the category round where questions are worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points, and those deductions are gonna start. Woo, we're just getting started. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. We have Lima Shawnee at 130 and Upper Sandusky at 60 points as we move into our category round. This is where the power shifts a little bit to you, our players. There are 6 categories to choose from, and inside those categories are questions worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points. But to be fair, I must warn you, oh yes, I'm going to say it, deductions start now. So if you go for 10, you are risking 10. If you go for 30, you're risking 30 points. There is one double or nothing question hiding somewhere in there. Double the points, no risk. Could be a game changer. I guess we'll find out soon enough. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. All right, Upper Sandusky, since you're at 60 points, you get to make the first selection.
Academic abbreviations 20.
Academic abbreviations for 20 points. I will give you the abbreviation of an advanced academic degree. You will reply with what the abbreviation stands for. First one is this, MS. That will be Upper Sandusky. Alex.
Master of Science.
Master of Science is correct. Upper Sandusky in control.
Academic abbreviations 25.
Academic abbreviations now for 25 points. JD. That would be Lima Shawnee. Caden.
Juris Doctor.
Juris Doctor, Doctor of Law, correct. Lima Shawnee takes control.
Parts of an engine for 15, please.
Parts of an engine for 15 points. I will describe a part of an engine. You will reply with its name. And by the way, this is our double or nothing question. These open to allow air and fuel. That will be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
Valves.
Valves, yes, to enter and vent the exhaust. Double the points. And in control, Lima Shawnee.
Parts of an engine for 20, please.
Parts of an engine for 20 points. This turns the pistons up and down. That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
The crankshaft.
Crankshaft is correct. Lima Shawnee in control, making a move.
Parts of an engine for 25, please.
Parts of an engine for 25 points. A cylindrical piece of metal that moves up and down. That would be Lima Shawnee. Ezra.
Piston.
Piston is correct. In control, Lima Shawnee.
Bodily systems for 15, please.
Bodily systems for 15 points. I will describe a system of the human body, you name it. Defends the body against, that would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
The immune system.
Immune system against pathogens, correct. Lima Shawnee in control.
Bodily systems for 20, please.
Bodily systems for 20 points. Circulates blood around the body. That would be Upper Sandusky. Marcus.
Circulatory system.
Circulatory system is correct. Upper Sandusky takes control.
Bodily systems 25.
Bodily systems for 25 points. System that filters blood. That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
The renal system.
Renal system or urinary system and produces urine was part of the question. Lima Shawnee in control.
Solve it for 15, please.
Solve it for 15. This is our image category. Solve this equation. That will be Upper Sandusky. Marcus.
99.
99 is correct. Upper Sandusky in control.
Solve it for 20.
Solve it for 20 points. Solve this equation. That would be Upper Sandusky. Alex.
18.
18 is correct. Upper Sandusky in control and making a move.
Solve it 25.
Solve it for 25 points. Solve this equation. Upper Sandusky. Marcus.
49.
49 is correct. Upper Sandusky in control.
Solve it for 30.
Solve it for 30. Solve this equation. That would be Lima Shawnee. Ezra.
120.
Incorrect. Upper Sandusky, chance to steal. In time, 125. 125. Let's see, Upper Sandusky in control.
Solve it for 10.
Solve it for 10 points. Solve this equation. That will be Upper Sandusky. Marcus.
154.
Not in time. Lima Shawnee, chance to steal. That will be Ezra.
144.
Incorrect. 151 is what we needed there. Upper Sandusky in control.
Collectors 15.
Collectors for 15 points. I'll name the collector and you reply with what is collected. Lepidopterist. That would be Lima Shawnee. Caden.
Butterflies?
Butterflies is correct. Control shifts to Lima Shawnee.
Avengers movie trivia for 15, please.
Avengers movies for 15 points. What is the name of the alien race that Thanos belongs to? Upper Sandusky. Sergio.
Titan.
They are indeed Titans, yes. Upper Sandusky in control.
Avengers movies for 20.
Avengers movies for 20. In Avengers Infinity War, what is the name of the planet where Thanos retrieves the Power Stone? Upper Sandusky. Marcus.
Titan.
Incorrect. Lima Shawnee, chance to steal. Caden.
Nova.
Incorrect. Close. It was the Nova Guard from Xandar is what we needed. Xandar was the planet. Upper Sandusky in control.
Academic abbreviations for 15.
Academic abbreviations for 15 points. MBA. Lima Shawnee. Caden.
Masters in Business?
Cannot accept that. Upper Sandusky, chance to steal. That would be Upper Sandusky. Marcus.
Master of Business Administration.
Correct. MBA is what we needed there. Upper Sandusky's in control.
Academic abbreviations for 30.
Academic abbreviations for 30 points. MSW. Time. Master of Social Work. Upper Sandusky in control.
Academic abbreviations for 10.
Academic abbreviations for 10. BS. That would be Upper Sandusky. Marcus.
Bachelor of Sciences.
Bachelor of Sciences, yes. Upper Sandusky in control. End of round. Let's take a look at our score. Very close competition indeed. We have Upper Sandusky at 170, and currently in the lead is Lima Shawnee with 210 points. Stick around. We have one more round to go. It's the brainstorm round where questions are worth 20 points apiece. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Lima Shawnee 210, Upper Sandusky 170. A very, very close competition indeed. Both teams have elected to stay with their same lineup from the last round, so we're moving immediately to our brainstorm round. In this round, all questions are 20 points. Negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, not after. If that happens, you will lose 20 points. And you cannot, I repeat, you cannot steal a question in this round. We move immediately to the next question. Lima Shawnee, Upper Sandusky. Brainstorm round starts right now. What is a male alligator called? Time, they're called bulls. What type of respiration occurs when an organism breathes through its skin? Lima Shawnee, Ezra.
Aerobic.
Incorrect. Cutaneous respiration is what we needed there. In 1917, the United States purchased the Virgin Islands from what country? That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
The United Kingdom.
Incorrect. Denmark. A certain circle has a diameter of 18 meters. What is the radius of the, that would be Upper Sandusky. Sergio.
9.
9 is correct. What is the scientific name for the shoulder blade? That would be Upper Sandusky. Alex.
Clavicle.
Incorrect. Scapula. What state was U.S. Senator John McCain from? That would be Lima Shawnee. Caden.
Arizona.
Arizona is correct. What is the term for a cone or pyramid-shaped structure built on a church steeple? They are known as spires. Spire. A Mexican band that is usually made up of a violin. Trumpets, that would be Upper Sandusky. Marcus.
Mariachi.
Mariachi is correct. What country shares Chad's northern border? Time. Libya. What is the common name for the president's actual office? That will be Upper Sandusky. Sergio.
The Oval Office.
You cannot confer after buzzing in. That's negative points. It was the Oval Office. Give the product of 17 times 12. That would be Lima Shawnee. Ezra.
204.
204 is correct. Which leg of all right triangles is always the longest? That would be Upper Sandusky. Sergio.
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse is correct. How many bones are in the adult human? That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
206.
206 is correct. In most instances, Crohn's disease is an ailment affecting what part of the body? That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
The gastrointestinal system.
Accept that? Yes. An adult female horse is known by what name? Lima Shawnee. Evan.
A mare.
A mare is correct. What religious leader founded end of round? Let's take a look at our score. Upper Sandusky 190, Lima Shawnee 270. Let's give both these teams a big round of applause. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, let's meet in the middle, shake hands, bump fists, and we're going to see you at the next BGSU Brain Game.